All right, I'm looking forward to the day when I can come in here and smile a little bit, but I appreciate you guys, appreciate you being here. You know, obviously, I'm not going to repeat how disappointed I am. We are, and we're going to continue to work. We're going to continue to push what we need to push to continue to get better. And with that said, I'll start taking questions.
Coach, is it just simply that the games are so close that you just can't substitute? I mean, you just don't have to depth right now. I mean, because the guys are playing a lot of snaps. How much does that cause in the fourth quarter?
Well, you know, we're building depth, and certainly we're not going to make excuses. We got to get those younger guys that aren't playing as much. We got to get them ready to play. And you asked the question. I wasn't going to say this, but I probably played two linebackers too much. You know. But I'm not going to come in here and make excuses. It's where we are. We got to grow, and I will tell you this: our team continues to come to work. They do that. They've got a good attitude about working, and it's important to them. It's important to them. That's why you're disappointed, because you understand, you see the work that they've put in, and we hadn't got the results that we're looking for.
Scooter said Saturday night that the quarterback runs hadn't really hurt y'all, but is it that they stretch you out with their receivers and you have to honor deep and the sides that Ta'amu had some draws the other night?
Well, obviously we got, he was their leading rusher, in the game, and that's no secret. And, some of those plays, we could have stopped, should have stopped, but we didn't. He's talented, he makes plays, and he did. There's certain things you can do to make sure that that's not going to happen, but then how are you going to protect the middle of the field when you're trying to play pass defense? So, it's and that's where college football has gotten to when you got a quarterback. Everybody in America, would love to have a quarterback just like that. And even though I think we got a real good one here that plays his heart out, proud of him.
A word on Tulsa. What you expect from those guys and the quarterback situation?
Well, really, Tulsa wants to run the football. You start looking at where they are, and I think I don't know, I may be off on the number. Maybe the least amount that they've had is 165 yards rushing in every game. When you start looking at the game, so they want to run the football, but they'll spread you out. They'll give you some formations that you hadn't seen. They'll get the ball on the hash, and they'll get receivers outside the numbers all the way to the field. It's things that they do, but they do a good job. They know what they're doing, and they got a couple good backs, and obviously they've played two quarterbacks, and actually three quarterbacks. 12 and 13 have been the guys that have played the most for them. 12 and 10, or 13. And 10's the third quarterback that they've played that comes in, and he's really a good runner, and when he's in the game, they're going to run him a good bit. So they've played three different guys. They've played several guys at tailback, and then they've got they got a good receiving core in there. But really, it starts with them, in my opinion. What they do up front. Their offensive line's very good, well coached, and they want to run the football. And that's if you can get that established, then it makes everything else a lot easier. But that's what they want to do.
Hey, Chief, if Pulley doesn't start, what do you do at that cornerback spot?
Buster Brown.
Oh, okay, sorry. I didn't mean to. And if you start Buster, how have you felt about how he played? What would you expect from him?
He's played, and those guys have been in the rotation and feel very comfortable. And again, Coach will address that, but you asked me if he didn't, and that's a hypothetical, but it'll be Buster Brown, next guy up.
Yeah, Chad made it sound like Ryan wasn't going to start at least. Is it for a half, or do you know what the situation is?
Coach will determine that. And again, whatever Coach says is I can't say anything any different. I wouldn't. That's good. Whatever he says, that you can count on it.
It looked like Santos might have been tackling the ball a couple of times. And can you just speak to? I know he works hard, but does his tackling need to improve?
Well, I think everybody's tackling needs to improve. That's something. If we gotten to the point to where we're as good as we can be, then we wouldn't need to practice. We'd just go play. And that's why you practice. It's fundamentals. You know, fundamentals is what wins football games. Yeah, you got to have good talent. There's no question about that. But it's fundamentals, and you know, that's what we got to do. There's not a single player on our team. And again, you've heard me say something about yesterday. We worked on fundamentals yesterday. We didn't have pads on, but we worked on fundamentals. We worked on tackling. We worked on tracking and doing those kind of things. And you know, it's something that you got to continually do to improve. And as I said, you know, and when I talk about our players, you know, I really mean it. There's not a guy on our football team that can't get better. But coaches too, starting with me, defensively. You know, I got to do a better job. I got to do a better job. I got to do a better job of having our guys ready to play in the fourth quarter. You know, we can't give up a big play in the fourth quarter. We can't do that. And, you know, expect to win here or expect to win anywhere. And that's just, you know, whether it's schematically or whether it's tackling, it's on me. It's on me because I'm the one that has the opportunity to go out and teach them and prepare them for that. So, yeah, we can and we will get better. There's no question about that. Not just Santos, but every single one.
Curious on a couple of the younger guys, Bumper, Fouché, and Miles Mason. How are they progressing? And then also, is it just the nature of these last few games, or do you think they could maybe get some more reps moving forward?
Well, you know, we'll see. You know, it's whatever situation calls for. You know, we were, you know, at times we were playing really well, and when you're playing well, you don't want to disturb that, okay? But yeah, you know, and Bumper's played a lot of football already. The other two's played football, so you know, we gotta, you know, we want to win right now. You know, it's not like, hey, we're going to go out there and we're going to throw out the baby with the bathwater. Hey, we want to win right now, and you know, we're going to put the people on the field that give us the best opportunity to win. But we got to build depth. There's no question about that.
Chief, I know you're used to winning and winning at a pretty high level. How tough has this season been on you, and kind of how personally do you deal with it?
Well, I look at it this way. You get knocked down in life, you know, you get back up. And yeah, we've won at places. And listen, we're going to win at Arkansas. We're going to win. And you know, I'm going to put it on, you know, on my side of the ball. It's going to be on my shoulders to make sure that it happens. And I'm here to help this program. I'm here to put a defense on the field that is capable, not just competing, but winning. And yeah, I take it personally. There's no question about that. But I own my work. I'm not going to run away from it. And I will tell you this, Saturday was not good enough. We should have been better, could have been better, and I take responsibility for that.
Any more questions for the Chief?
Thank you, guys. I appreciate you really much.